So hey guys, it's now 11:14 p.m. It's a Tuesday night at 10th of March. This week is gonna be a really busy week. I didn't have time to write my trading setup for this week. So the first one is USD JPY. As you can see, I have already taken this trade, and so I'm now in this trade currently suffering a bit of a drawdown. So first, the weekly is bullish. As you can tell, we have a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then shift to the lower low, low high, lower low, and then the price broke the previous high and then now creating a higher high. So currently the price is breaking to the upside and retesting the area of interest, and the daily you can see it's bullish, breaking the previous structure high and then now break through the area of interest and retesting. So 4-hour as well, we have a break and retesting the area of interest, and then our 4-hour EMA is moving to the upside to act as a support of the price. And then we have psychological level of 157.5, so it's a strong psychological level. And then the setup was pretty simple. As you can tell, we are waiting for the retest after the breaking of the area of interest. I entered the trade in a 13-minute bullish engulfing candle along with our 50 EMA line. I enter the trade with a lower time frame structure shift. As you can tell, previously we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then the price break the previous high over here, price break the previous high, constructed higher high and higher low, currently forming a higher low, and then I enter the trade with this bullish engulfing candle. So for this trade we are targeting 2.5, but the drawdown currently is pretty strong. I hope we can have a sort of inverse head and shoulder, so then the price can continue to go to the upside. So next one we have Europe NZD. Euro NZD, the trade has played out pretty well and I didn't manage to catch the trade, but it is what it is. Let me show you this trade. We have a weekly bearish. As you can tell, it's pretty obvious. The daily we have daily bearish. We have low low, low high, low low, low high, low low, and then the low high was formed inside the area of interest. We have a rejection from the area of interest along with our psychological level 1.97, and then the price now heading to the upside. And then if you look at the 4-hour, you can see the 4-hour is very bearish, and then we have a 4-hour EMA aligned as a resistance. The price has a rejection from the EMA area of interest and the psychological level, and you can see the price has taken off. Next one we have Euro GBP. Euro GBP, the weekly bearish. It's a pretty bearish. You can see we have a humongous bearish engulfing candle, and then daily bearish. We had the price has just broken the previous structure low, and then it's now forming a further lower low. 4-hour is pretty bearish, as you can tell. It's all straight to the downside, and then we have a rejection from the previous area of interest, and then we have 4-hour EMA heading to the downside. Psychological level 0.87,000. Currently expecting the price to retest our area of interest along with the psychological level and then the EMA. Next one we have CAD JPY. As you can tell, we have weekly bullish. The price broke the previous structure high and then creating a higher high. So we're expecting to have a potential higher low inside our area of interest with a rejection from a very strong psychological level of 115. In the daily it's bullish, and then 4-hour we have a 4-hour EMA line. Price retest the area of interest, but now the price is very strong, looking like it's not gonna come back again. We won't have the chance to enter this trade, but it's okay. Next one we have AUD CAD. AUD CAD is currently very bullish with a little pullback from the past few weeks, and then now this week we have the price forming a very strong bullish engulfing candle. And the daily you can see price broke the previous structure. We have a low low, low high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then the price just broke the previous structure heading to the upside, and we have a rejection from the lower area of interest and the psychological level, a weak one, but it's okay. And the 4-hour, you can see the price broke the previous downtrend line and had a little bit of retest, the rejection from the EMA and the psychological level 0.96200, and then the price still continue to break to the upside. And then now we're expecting the price to retest our our upper area of interest, which is this one, and the psychological level and the EMA align. So this is the setup. Currently we are waiting for a potential higher low. The next one we have GBP USD. So for GBP USD, as you can see, the price in weekly time frame is forming a inverted head and shoulder, and then now the price is retesting the neckline, as it is gonna be our area of interest with multiple touches before 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's indicating that it is a very strong area of interest. And then we have our psychological level of 1.34200, and the daily you can see the price is now breaking the downtrend line. Just like AUD CAD, we are waiting for the price to have a break and retest, the retest of the trend line and the area of interest, as well as the psychological level for our EMA as well. So as you can see, the price is now has broken the trend line, and we're waiting for a big retest, a more feasible retest. And maybe I should enter the trade right now, because as you can see, the price is now having our entry signal, bullish engulfing candle in 2 hour. I'll wait for the 4 hour bullish engulfing candle to form. Let's see. For the last one, we have USD CAD. USD CAD, just like previous week, we have a bearish structure, weekly bearish. We have daily bearish as well, still within this bearish move. And then the 4 hour is bearish as well. The price break to the downside, and I'm expecting it to have a retest of our area of interest, psychological level of 1.36500, and then our EMA heading down as a resistance. We expect to see a rejection from the EMA, but the trade has a little pullback and then now go to the downside again, so maybe this trade is not going to be valid. This is the weekly analysis for this week, and currently we are in USD JPY, still suffering a little bit of a drawdown. I'll update you guys maybe on Friday to see whether we have taken the second trade. Let's see. Alright guys, this is trade update. It's 10:13 p.m. It's Friday night, 13th of March. So it's already the last day of the week again. And like I said, I will update you guys on Friday. I have already taken my 2 trade of the week. So first of all, the first trade is USD JPY. And on Monday or on Tuesday, I took a trade USD JPY around here. And back at the time, I was in a little bit of drawdowns, but the trade went up very good, and as you can see, I have a 2.9 hour TP. So currently I made around, so on USD JPY I made around 2.9 times 2% would be 5.8%. I made 5.8% on this trade. As you can see, 5.8% on this trade. And my second trade, which is a loss, so it was GBP USD. I took a trade on GBP USD after the closure of this Tuesday night bullish engulfing candle. I set my stop loss somewhere around here, and my TP was around 2.8 something like this. But then I saw the price came down with this humongous bearish candle, so I was like, oh no, this trade is not going to be well, this trade is not going to play well. So then I closed the trade manually, and thankfully I was able to avoid big losses. I manually closed the trade. I ended up losing around $30, which is around 1.5% of my accounts. So I'm currently net 4.3% of my accounts, and the PnL is over here. And for this trade, the graph looks like that. So for the rest of them, do not take any of them. So as you can see, the setup is invalid. We didn't have chance to take any of them. So overall, over the past few weeks since my channel started, we are making a pretty good progress. So just keep going, and I'll see you next week.